some people might ask, why did the chicken cross the road? My question is though, why did the chicken cross the border? There's some chickens over here. Look at the little chickies. And also the question is, why did the f***ing ducks cross the border? Okay, well, I'm really pretty confident I'm not allowed to film here, but I'm just going to film until somebody yells at me and tells me no. I'm not going to point to the country that's on this side over here, because that country over there is a country that this side doesn't really like. The British had a whole bunch of people that came over with slaves, and they were doing a whole bunch of logging, and so Belize became known as British Honduras. Okay, that's the simplified version. Anyway, so when the British left, then Belize... Oh, everybody wants to be in the video. Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel from a very interesting place. Today we're going on a really fascinating adventure. Oh, hello. We're checking out the fascinating border of Belize and Guatemala. It's an unrecognized, disputed territory, and I guess our journey starts here on the edges of the neo-colonial banana farms. This entire area is owned by the United Food Company, I believe it's called, United Fruit Company, which was then bought out by Chiquita. And this entire huge swath of Guatemala is really just huge banana farms that were bought out from the Mayan population. And we got some farmers over here. I don't really want to talk to them because I guess technically I'm trespassing, probably. Anyway, so today we're going to go check out the borders. We're going to go follow along the entire southern part of the Belizean border, and then I'll pick it up on another day when we're actually crossing over into the Belizean border. But I'll explain when we get there. But it's really fascinating because this area, like I said, it's all surrounded by banana farms, but then it's a very controversial border. So let's go check it out. Okay, well, I'm really pretty confident I'm not allowed to film here, but I'm just going to film until somebody yells at me and tells me no. So right now we're over on the border, and this river right here goes all the way over that way. I'm not going to point to the country that's on this side over here, because that country over there is a country that this side doesn't really like. That doesn't really exist according to them. Nice, very strong river. That's going to go all the way this way. Hello, truck. It's okay. Just a friendly neighborhood truck. Anyway, so this brings us to the very corner of Belize. So actually on this side is Guatemala. This side then over here is Belize. Those mountains are technically Belize. And this part then is all, so Guatemala over here, Belize there. So what makes this kind of interesting, so I'm gonna try to explain all this real quickly with so that it makes sense. So essentially, this whole area used to be part of Spain, blah blah blah, and then when the Spanish people left, then it all split into different republics, of which Guatemala, Belize, all this kind of stuff was. The British had a whole bunch of people that came over with slaves, and they were doing a whole bunch of logging, and so Belize became known as British Honduras. Okay, that's the simplified version. British Honduras changed its names to Belize about 50 years ago. The British fully left in 2011. 2011, that's only 10 years ago. Are you just following me?
I'm looking behind you.
She's just following me. She's like terrified. There's guys, what I was trying to avoid is that there's guys standing over there with like huge AK-47s. It looks very imposing. Anyway, so I was asking them, hey, do you want to be on my YouTube video? And they're like, no. It's okay, I understand. It's when you're border security, you're not allowed to. Anyway, but this is where the story kind of begins. So like I said, if I put this all into perspective, once the British left, Guatemala considers this, okay, like I said, logging. That's why the British were here, because of all the logging. Anyway, so when the British left, then Belize, oh, everybody wants to be in the video. So when the British left, Then Belize was trying to assert itself as independent. Guatemala claims this part of their land, and nowadays Guatemala officially declares as the bottom half that they claim as their land, but the northern half of Belize, they say, okay, fine, you guys are independent. Nice. Anyway, so the whole issue went to the International Court of Justice. They're debating over it right now. COVID delayed some of it, but Belize is sending in all their arguments, I think actually this month actually. And so they'll probably decide in the next few weeks, if not next few months, within at least the next 5 years, the International Court of Justice will determine, okay, where the line is. I think it's probably gonna end up looking the exact way it does now. But anyway, so that's all gonna be official. The people here are very nice. Look at this. Every single person I wave at, they want to be in the video. Guatemalans are so nice. It's quite amazing. Shocking, isn't it? It's hilarious. Okay, let's head back over into Guatemala. YouTube. No, everybody is afraid. It's okay. Just Muy bien, muy bien. Adios. There's so many turning signs. It's that is a suspiciously numerous amount of turning signs. Look at these turning signs. We have like 700 of them, just to make sure you don't miss the turn. Anyway, so we're leaving the border area. Now, the one thing that I do need to mention, which I really probably couldn't mention while I'm standing right there, is that not too long ago, there was the Belizeans and the Guatemalans like to protect that river because that's like the real critical, or the one that's really controversial. And not too long ago, it was the I believe the Belizeans that shot a Guatemalan guy as he was going in a boat down by that river. So that area is kind of tense. Anyway, so we're gonna keep going. Technically, there's only like 2 points where the border actually crosses, and so I'll catch you back in a few days as we cross the other border. But as for now, we're just gonna drive through some of the highlands. This is Mayan country, so nice and chill. So I'll catch you in a few days. Now the journey continues. So today we're going over towards Belize now. It'll be like, I don't know, 2 hours or something like this. But as we cross the border now, have the paperwork. It's an arrival one. This is just a border one. And I have another one over here that's just COVID paperwork, actually. You have to buy COVID insurance. And then, yeah, should be all good. So we'll get to the border, we'll check things out. Okay, so now we've reached the border. So we had to exit first the Guatemalan side and then enter the Belize. Usually you're not allowed to record a border crossing, so I'll keep it pretty slimmed down. Some people might ask, why did the chicken cross the road? My question is though, why did the chicken cross the border? There's some chickens over here. What's going on, chickies? And also the question is, why did the fucking ducks cross the border? It's a full animal crossing. It's a literal animal crossing. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to record here. Okay, I'll see you in Belize. Belize. Okay, and that's gonna wrap it up now that we actually crossed the border into Belize. You can see our nice Belizean flag hanging over there. I should mention earlier when I say Belize, and when I accidentally say Belize, that it's actually kind of accurate because you can spell Belize these different ways, including British Honduras, which it just changed its name, you know, with one generation ago. So anyway, all is good here. The people are actually super friendly, and the accent is English, but it's not British English. It's actually like American English. Neil, thank you very much. I appreciate it, man. I'll see you again. See you again. Yeah. Okay, and that wraps it up. Okay, off to Belize. See you guys later.